start off by just having you introduce yourself and any way you want to start by saying, "Hey, who's Mel Torrie?"
Well, yeah, I came from a farm in Canada, raised in the middle of nowhere with cows and tractors and yeah, very tough situation as far
Mm.
as finance. And so always in debt, trying to uh, cover the bills. And so that was kind of an ongoing theme, but the freedom of being an entrepreneur, watching my dad. So that was impactful and left the farm to come to college and spun a company out basically doing robotics. So John Deere saw a paper I wrote and asked to start doing robotic farming. And we've just grown that robotics company over the last 23 years and really trying to help people get out of that. Like I was on that tractor driving 16 hours a day in a circle and just felt like there's got to be a better way. I wasn't created just to sit and do this mindless driving. And so we've been able to do that in some really fun ways in some cool big industries like mining, construction, and ag and logistics. So it's been an amazing journey of that quest of helping people reach their potential by getting them out of that mind numbing, dull, dirty, dangerous kind of activities.
I love that you come from a small town. I do too. I grew up in the mountains above Park City in Utah in a little town called Camas or Woodland, even a smaller, a subset of even Camas that people are familiar with. And so
Sure.
I definitely grew up around that gritty hard work, sometimes my dad would even have us move lumps of coal in our backyard to somewhere else just because he didn't have something for us to do that day. He's like, I don't know, move
Not,
that coal from over here to here because it felt so unnatural not to be working hard. But I mean, and I was nowhere near like a lot of the farm boys like yourself that actually had to do the work. My dad got up at 6 a.m. every morning to plow our 2-mile dirt road so we could get to the school bus. So I
not,
definitely have a little insight and purview to what that would have been like. So do you think I'm guessing that a lot of your work ethic came from that childhood and how that shaped you and how you've ventured into the private sector with all of those principles?
yeah, I think so. I mean, I fought it. I was not a willing participant. But yeah, that was such an important thing. I think we calculated we had 21 miles of fence on our farm ranch. And so there was always some fence to go fix. And so that was our goal
Thanks.
was go fix that fence over there. The cows got out over there. But yeah, that really shaped the journey of just being able to do the hard work. And if you do, things work out.
Mm.
And there is this uncontrolled thing like the weather. And that kept you tied into faith and uh, turning that with that faith with God, you can turn anything negative into a positive. And so just seeing that in the day to day of just crazy, unexpected, out of your control things happening, and how can you still take ownership of that and have the faith to give it your all and then to see those fruits actually come from it, I think is a key lesson.